Shall we start? Retirement of a partner. Listen to it. This steps already you know, just to recollect. In case of retirement of a partner, what is the first thing that we work out? New ratio will be greater than old ratio. So new ratio will be greater than old ratio. It will be called as which ratio? Gaining ratio. New ratio minus old ratio will give us gaining ratio, because retiring partner sacrifices, continuing partners gain. So second step is which one? Adjustment for goodwill. See, goodwill compared to admission, retirement is a difference. We can follow on either revaluation method, or we can adjust through which account? Okay, revaluation method, simple, goodwill account data to whom? To old partners capital or all partners capital use பண்ணலாம். In which ratio? Old ratio, right? Raise the goodwill in old ratio, write off to continuing partners. Continuing partners capital account data to what? Goodwill in which ratio? New ratio. Suppose if they tell you not to value the goodwill or increase the value of goodwill, just adjust through capital account as clear instruction if it is given. Then go for which one? Adjusting through capital account. The concept is the gaining partner will compensate sacrificing partner. Who are gaining partners? Continuing partners will gain. So continuing partners capital account data to what? Retiring partners capital account. So it can be adjusted through which account? Capital account. Premium method is not possible because the retiring partner will not be paid separately for goodwill. So that's why either you go by revaluation method, raise the goodwill and write off, or adjust through which account? Capital account. So step one, gaining ratio. If required, you work out. Here this adjustment will be made in which ratio? Gaining ratio. This adjustment will be made in gaining ratio. Okay. Then joint life policy also. Joint life policy also will be adjusted in the same manner. Wait, what is a joint life policy? A, B, C, together insured for a particular amount. Premium will be paid by the firm. Premium will be paid by the firm. If any partner dies, the firm will get policy value, not partners. It's an investment made by the firm. So who will get the policy value? If a partner dies, firm will get the policy value. Firm will get the policy value. Okay. Are we in death of a partner or retirement of a partner? Retirement of a partner, joint life policy, adjustment will be made for which value? Surrender value. Adjustment will be made for which value? Surrender value. Simple. How to make adjustment? Same like goodwill. Instead of goodwill account data, it will be what? Joint life policy account data. Okay, if it is goodwill, goodwill. If it is joint life policy account data to which one? All partners capital account in which ratio? Old ratio. This is for which value? Policy value or surrender value? Why? Because only at the time of death of a partner, you will get which value? Policy value. At the time of retirement, you will get only surrender value. Then continuing partners to goodwill madri or which account? Joint life policy account in new ratio. Okay. So if it is JLP account data to all partners in which ratio? Old ratio. Continuing partners capital account data to JLP and Maripur. Or same like goodwill, it can be adjusted through which account? Capital account. Continuing partners to retiring partners in which ratio? Gaining ratio will make adjustment for which value? Surrender value. So treatment for goodwill and JLP is similar. Clear? Goodwill to all partners in old ratio. Then continuing partners to goodwill in which ratio? New ratio. If it is JLP, joint life policy account data to all partners in old ratio, continuing partners to JLP in which ratio? New ratio you write off. Or this can be adjusted through capital account. Adjustment will be done for which value? Adjustment will be made for which value? Surrender value. Adjustment will be done for surrender value. Done? Then step 3. What is step 3? Revaluation account. This is same as admission. same as admission, which means profit or loss will be transferred to whom? Profit or loss will be transferred to whom? Old partners in old ratio, otherwise all partners in old ratio. Then step 4 what to do? Prepare which account? Capital account. Sir, what to do with retiring partners capital? What to do with retaining partners capital balance? In the question of the instructive, settle it. Otherwise, you transfer to which account? Loan account. Either it will be settled or it is transferred to which account? Loan account, depending upon the instruction given in the question. If no instruction is given, you can transfer to loan account. You can transfer to loan account. Or sometimes I may tell you 50% is settled, remaining 50% is transferred to loan account and the Madri. So retaining partners capital balance is either settled or transferred to which account? Loan account. That's all. So new ratio minus old ratio will give us gaining ratio, because new ratio will be more than old ratio. Continuing partners gain. Goodwill or JLP is adjusted in the same manner. Goodwill or JLP surrender value to old partners in old ratio, then write off to the continuing partners in which ratio? New ratio. Or these can be adjusted with partners capital in which ratio? Gaining ratio. Revaluation account same as admission. Prepare the capital account of the partner. The retiring partner's capital, either you settle or transfer to which account? Loan account, depending on the question that is asked. Try to work out up to step number 2 or 3 for the next question, May 2022 question. This question. Your point number 7 பாருங்க. Goodwill was not to be raised in books of accounts. What is the meaning? Was not to be raised in the revaluation method. To be adjusted in capital account. To be adjusted in capital account. Then point number 1 to 4 is based on revaluation. Point number 1 to 4 is based on 1 to 5 is based on which one? Revaluation account. And look at this. Balance is paid immediately in Kurturkam. Balance is paid in what? Immediately means the retiring partner is settled immediately. So point number 1 to 5 is based on revaluation. Goodwill value kuduthirukanga. Goodwill not to be raised now. You have to adjust in which account? Capital account. Then there is no JLP given, no joint life policy given. Try பண்ணுங்க. What is the old ratio? 1 is to 2 is to 3. Old ratio is 1 is to 2 is to 3. New ratio over the continuing partners. X and Y will continue in their ratio 1 is to 2. 1 is to 2. So gaining ratio also will be in what? 1 is to 2. If no specific ratio mentioned, gaining ratio and new ratio will be the same. Old ratio 1 is to 2 is to 3. New ratio 1 is to 2. New ratio minus old ratio. Which ratio? Gaining ratio also 1 is to 2. So let us value the goodwill. Total profit divided by 3 years will give us which profit? Average profit. That into how many years purchase? 3 years purchase or 4 years purchase?
3 years.
Goodwill has to be purchased 3 years purchase. So 2,40,000 into 3, 7,20,000. Are we going to raise the goodwill? Goodwill to old partners? No. We have to adjust through which account? Capital account. Will you make adjustment for 7,20,000? No. Retiring partner share paranga. 7,20,000 is the total goodwill. In this, what is the retiring partner's share? 7,20,000 into the retiring partner's share. 3 by 6. 3 by 6. 3,60,000. This will be adjusted through capital account. Total goodwill 7,20,000. Z retires. So 7,20,000 into 3 by 6. 3,60,000. Adjust in capital account. X's capital account debtor, Y's capital account debtor to Z's capital account in gaining ratio. In which ratio? Gaining ratio. Total goodwill 7 lakh 20. Total goodwill 7 lakh 20. அதில் Zedோட ஷேர் எவ்வளோ 3 lakh 60. அது மட்டும் adjust பண்ணா போதும். This will be adjusted to the remaining partners in which ratio? Gaining ratio. Gaining ratio is nothing but that new ratio minus old ratio. You'll get the same 2:1. Any joint life policy in this question? No joint life policy. Suppose joint life policy இருந்தாலும் அதோட surrender value எடுத்து இது மாதிரி adjust பண்ணிடும். Wherever adjustment is done through capital account, gaining ratio. Suppose if it is told that JLP will continue in the balance sheet, then raise it to old partners in old ratio. Try to prepare a revaluation account next. Try to work out a revaluation account. Revaluation profit or loss? Building is the only gain. The bad debts, machinery written off, stock written off. 74,500 minus 62,500. What is the loss? Transfer to old partners in old ratio. 1:2:3. Then try to prepare the capital account. Look at adjustment number 2. X and Y will bring additional capital of 5 lakh each. They have to bring in capital. Capital account, opening balance. Then this revaluation loss will be shared. Then general reserve will be transferred to old partners in old ratio. 1:2:3. Goodwill எப்படி அட்ஜஸ்ட் பண்ணுவீங்க? Credit is Z, debit what? X and Y அந்த மாதிரி. Z's capital 3,60,000 you credit, X and Y you debit. அதனே பாஸ் பண்ணிருக்கோம். X's capital debtor 1,20,000, Y's capital 2,40,000 to Z's capital by X and Y's capital 3,60,000. Not only that, look at X and Y brings in money. Point number 2 பாருங்க. கொடுத்திருக்காங்க. They are bringing in how much? 5 lakhs each. So by cash or bank, they are bringing 5 lakhs each. What about amount due to Z? Paid immediately கொடுத்திருக்காங்க. So tally பண்ணுங்க. 9,10,000 minus 6,000. How much you have to pay? 9,04,000 to bank account. It is paid immediately. This 9,04,000 is paid immediately. Of course, for the others, the balance will continue. Try to prepare the balance sheet. இல்லை சார் இல்லை பசங்க இல்லை விடுங்க சார் நான் வந்து இதில் ஸ்விட்சில் போட்டேன் விடுங்க அப்படிங்க சார் 2 கிளாஸ்ல ஃபுல்லாக வாங்கிக்கிறேன் வித் சுகர் தான் ஆமாம் சார் பேலன்ஸ் ஷீட் சொல்லுங்க ஆன்சர்
14,59,000.
Tell me the amounts.
Capital account 6,03,000.
It's 3 lakh
6 lakh
6 lakhs 3,000.
Total 12,09,000.
No other liability.
No, one more check. That's capital account.
Creditors
2 lakh 50.
assets
Building 3,12,500. Machinery 3,03,750. Debtors 3,12,000. Stock 3,72,250. Bank 1,03,500.
this is after adjustments, right? What is the old balance plus the new old partners brought how much? 10 lakhs minus what is paid to the retiring partner?
9,04,000.
Again. Try to work out the next question. Try the next question part. Goodwill either you can raise and write off or you can adjust in capital account. Anything you can do, it will have the same impact. Joint life policy already 1,60,000 is given in the balance sheet, but surrender value is only what? 1,50,000. It is a reduction in the value of asset. Reduction in the value of asset.
1,60,000.
Balance sheet 1,60,000 irukku. Revalued amount how much is given? 1,50,000. You can pass a separate journal entry like partners capital to joint life policy. We are reducing the value of asset. You can pass a separate entry, wait பண்ணுங்க. Or this can be adjusted in revaluation account itself. Okay, what is the old asset value?
1,60,000.
Okay, what is the new value? 1,50,000. The reduction can be adjusted in which account? Revaluation account itself. Revaluation account itself. இல்ல journal entry ஆல்ரெடி 0 இருந்தா தான் 1,50,000 வச்சு போடணும். ஆல்ரெடி நம்ம அசெட் எவ்வளவு காட்டியிருக்கோம்? 1,60,000. New value is going to be 1,50,000 only. So it's a loss. 10,000 loss. You can adjust in revaluation account. ஆல்ரெடி நம்ம 0 இருந்ததுனா தான் 1,50,000 வச்சு entry pass பண்ணணும். Already there is no joint life policy in the balance sheet. Now we have to record 1,50,000. Then only we can pass entry for 1,50,000. Already the asset is recorded at 1,60,000. Now the new value is 1 lakh only 1,50,000. In same like any other furniture, land, building, reduction in the value of asset.
So for GL only in revaluation.
You can show it in revaluation account,
No,
or
that
you
is
can
like
enough.
Goodwill.
Because it's already appearing in the balance sheet. It's a reduction in value. Like any other assets, we can treat.
It was not present in the balance sheet, then we have to do it in gaining
Separate entry. Separate
ratio.
entry.
Gaining ratio.
Yes.
Gaining to sacrifice.
Oh no. This has to be appearing in the balance sheet like that. It is given. Joint life policy will appear in the balance sheet. Suppose in the old balance sheet, if nothing was given, then you will pass entry JLP account data to old partners and old ratio.
Okay, we distribute that. Surrender
If it is not mentioned in the
balance sheet.
it is already mentioned in the balance sheet at how much? 1,60,000. We have to bring down to 1,50,000. It's a loss. You can adjust in revaluation account itself. What is the old ratio? What is the old ratio of A, B, C? 3:2:1. What is the new ratio? New ratio, what is the new ratio?
3:1.
B retired, huh?
Yes, sir.
So 3:. Goodwill. What is a goodwill? Goodwill account data. What is a goodwill value? 3 years purchase of 4 years average கொடுத்திருக்காங்க. So goodwill, how to value the goodwill? Average எவ்வளவு இருக்குங்க? Into 3 years. 1,20,000 into how many years? 3 years, how much? 3,60,000. How to adjust for goodwill? Goodwill account data are 3,60,000 to old partners and old ratio. Then write off to continuing partners. Example proper எழுதுங்க. A's capital, B's capital அந்த மாதிரி. How much will be credited to ABC? 1,80,000. Then 1,20,000. 60,000. Write off பண்ணும்போது
Between 2,70,000 and 90,000.
The joint life policy இருக்கு இல்லையா, instead of showing it in revaluation account, you can adjust it separately in capital account. அப்போ வந்து the profit will become like 4,72,000 ஆகும். So instead of doing it here, what you can do is directly you can adjust in capital account. What is entry will pass? A, B, C account data to JLP and the மாதிரி. Instead of adjusting the loss in revaluation, you can adjust the loss in which account? Capital account itself. Prepare the partner's capital account next. What is the opening capital? 8 lakhs. General reserve will be transferred in old ratio. How much? By JLP இல்ல, by goodwill எவ்வளவு raise பண்ணிருக்கோம்? Same. To goodwill written off, then any other adjustment to be made? Revaluation. What to do with the balance?
Pay immediately.
Pay immediately or loan? Loan. Loan account எவ்வளவு வரும்? 8,14,000. Others will be to balance carried down. I hope this time they will ask retirement of a partner. Because in June 2023, they asked death of a partner. This time, short, again, they will not repeat death of a partner. Retirement of a partner was tested in May 2022. May 2022, retirement of a partner test பண்ணிருக்காங்க. So November 2022, admission test பண்ணிருக்காங்க. So June death test பண்ணிருக்காங்க. So this time, either you will get a question based on which one? Admission or which one? Retirement of a partner. Option 1, knowledge sake, let us learn death of a partner. Option 2, let us not waste time, concentrate on admission and which one? Retirement of a partner. Which option you want, I will go accordingly. Death of a partner பார்க்கலாம், no problem, but surely it will not be tested this time. This time you will get either a question based on which one? Admission or retirement of a partner. Last time again, June 2023 ல next question பாருங்க. They've asked for which one? 20 marks கேட்டிருந்தாங்க. Death of a partner. Again, this was asked about 3 years back. Death of a partner was asked about 3 years back in June 2023. There is no chance that it will get repeated. கேட்க மாட்டாங்க. Over up to capital account. Start balance sheet. Balance sheet, liability side. Capital account of partner A and C. How much? B's loan account, how much? 8,14,000. What are the liabilities? What are the liabilities? Creditors 3,70,000. அப்புறம் asset side ல building, what is the revalued amount? Then
Furniture 2 lakh.
office equipments.
3 lakh 27,000.
Then stock, provision or debtors minus new provision.
3 lakh minus 15,000.
Then joint life policy will appear at 1,50,000. Bank balance, no change. Elia, 1,50,000. Right. So we'll have a 10 minutes of break. Then we'll go to which one? Death of a partner. Just for knowledge sake, let us discuss one question. Okay, retirement and are different. Only difference is which one? Joint life policy, you'll get which value? Surrender value. And death will not happen at the end of the year. So maybe after 6 or 7 months, you have to work out the profit or loss for that. So we'll work out. And பாலா சொன்ன மாதிரி திருப்பி அதே டெத்தை திருப்பி கேட்டான்னு வச்சுக்கோங்களேன்.
Ramya